Good day, guys. Question 46. UTME 2014. The major determinant of a floating exchange rate is option A, an act of the parliament. Option B, the system of government. Option C, the forces of demand and supply. Option D, the highest denomination of a currency. This question can be related to international trade. Under international trade, we have foreign exchange. Under foreign exchange, we have exchange rate system. We have the floating exchange rate system and we have the fixed exchange rate system. The floating exchange rate system is the exchange rate system in which the value of a country's currency will be determined with that of the foreign currency through the demand and supply of the country's currency. So it's through the demand for naira and supply of naira in international trade that naira will be used that the exchange rate of naira to other currencies will be determined. So that's what we mean by what floating exchange rate system. Let's look at the option. Option A says an act of parliament. An act of parliament refers to law made by the legislatures of a country. All right. Option B, system of government. The system of government that is adopted in a country, whether parliamentary, whether federal, that's what we're talking about here. Option C, forces of demand and supply, which means the demand for currency and supply of a country's currency. And option D is talking about the highest denomination of a country's currency. Like the highest denomination of Nigeria's currency is 1,000 naira. Does it mean that if another country's currency's denomination is higher than 1,000 naira, Nigeria's currency value will be lower than? No. All right. So from this explanation, we can pick two options that are totally out of it. And the two options that are totally out of the question is option B and option D. Option B has to do with systems of government. System of government has nothing to do with exchange rate system, and the denomination of a country's currency has nothing to do with exchange rate system. And exchange rate system has to do with the act of parliament and the force of demand and supply. If the act of parliament is used, we are going to have currency devaluation and currency revaluation. Currency devaluation and currency revaluation. But if the force of demand and supply is used, we are going to have currency appreciation and currency depreciation. So for this question option A is confusing. It is wrong. The correct option is option C, which is the forces of demand and supply. So the major determinant of a floating exchange rate is the forces of demand and supply, which will give a country's currency either appreciation or depreciation. The correct option is C. Thank you.